What's going on, recliners? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be checking out another episode of The Pacific up to episode 2. First one, off to a really good start. They did away with the preliminary stuff leading into the war, and they just kind of went right into it. We got a couple little introductions into some of the characters pre-war, and skipped the boot camp aspect of it, and we're already on the island. And sadly, we already had our first friendly fire casualty. Poor guy just wanted to go take a piss. And yeah, then a pretty intense battle right off the rip, including one guy who decided to take out a couple Americans with his last breath. Now, war itself is brutal, don't get me wrong, but from things I've seen, read, watched over the years about the Japanese side of the war, things were like extra brutal. So I'm kind of expecting some pretty crazy stuff to go down. And yeah, let's see if this leaves me feeling deflated like Band of Brothers did. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out. Before we do, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. So yeah, let's check out episode 2 of The Pacific. Oh, so also just a heads up, this series is proving a lot harder to edit than Band of Brothers was. I don't even remember how many different edits I did of episode 1. Everything just kept getting hit with copyright, so I'll do my best, guys. Really is crazy how many tiny little islands exist on Earth. Oh, and actually thinking about it, at least these guys won't have to put up with the elements like Bastogne. A different kind of hell, sure, but at least they're not freezing. Oh, damn. Just comes out of nowhere.
You hit?
And fortunately, that's not his blood.
JP, yeah, set up on that trail. On it. Manny?
What are those?
Army rations from 1918.
Ugh.
Hey, who you riding to, Lucky? Is it abroad?
Oh, I mean, if he's not writing back home to his family, then yeah, chances are it's a girl.
We've been swallowed by the jungle. And...
Hey, thanks for brightening the mood.
Hey, you guys wanted to hear his letter. So, just rice.
Jap Navy sails up and down the slot every night and plasters us. But then we'd need the Navy for that, wouldn't we? So fat chance.
Yeah, they were left high and dry. Oh. What? I mean, at least it's some protein, but damn.
You care to know what the Nips think of us? Yes, sir. Recruited from jails and insane asylums. We're just raggedy-ass Marines. We look this way for a reason.
Hey, whoa, hey!
Same team, guys.
The Army don't know the Japs bombed the airfield, not the beach.
I mean, the food's one thing, but the personal effects... Oh, alright. You can snatch up some cigars. It's crazy, though, that they would even have to do stuff like that. I know they're getting a kick out of it, but they're eating maggot-filled rice.
Somebody breaking into his trunk and stealing a box of cigars?
Or smoke any cigars you might not have.
Peaches. I got the goddamn runs. You had to get peaches.
They're all out of cheese, runner.
Peaches. Your new name is Peaches.
Is he allergic or something? That'd be terrible. You get caught with the runs in this situation. Oh, that'll pucker up your butthole. Yeah, good job. Protect the dog. Oh, Callie. Quick. Any sign of thunder, nearby fireworks, she is hiding anywhere she can.
She puts in 5 more grams of explosives.
Damn. I feel like so far with this show, they've been showing a lot more gruesome death scenes.
Topside thinks that the Japs are going to attack up by the Mechanical, and they retake the airfield. Our orders are to take to the jungles and fight as guerrillas. You and Rodriguez stay behind.
The hell, Colonel, we're sick of them.
Okay, Marines, let's get these supplies up the line.
Hopefully they're able to hold this, because having to go fight as guerrillas in the jungle, not ideal.
What you got smoking? Raleigh's?
That's our allotment. That was the gesture of a gentleman.
We must really be.
Yep.
Here, Sergeant, while it's still dry.
Yeah, it's not much, but better than what they had before.
Puller, report, over.
I got the whole Jap army headed your way. Over.
And they're already here. Yeah, they really don't have enough men.
Contact on the left. No shit.
This is our last box too, Sergeant.
They're already down to some of their last ammo. They just gonna keep sending wave after wave until they're out of ammo? Or just the sheer numbers can overpower them?
They broke through!
That sidearm came in clutch. Guys got some grenades or something? Or where the hell's the army? Dude is mowing them down.
JP, cover me.
John, wait, what are you doing?
Freaking mountain of bodies. Getting their weapons, ammo.
I'm gonna get more ammo. Hurry back.
No, he just had to lower the pile of bodies so they can get a line of sight. Alright, so far they're holding. Barely, but...
Guess I need a new one, huh?
Well, that helmet did its job.
Those are 3rd-degree burns. Have a seat over there and we'll get to you when we can.
Yeah, he didn't care. He just had to go help his boys. Lifted that hot-ass barrel.
I'm putting you in for a medal, John. We're gonna be moving west toward Lunga, up on the ridge.
Aww.
I'm enlisting tomorrow.
The worst thing about treating those combat boys from the Great War it was that they had had their souls torn out.
I get that.
That would break my heart.
Yeah, he's not just worried about the what could happen to him while he's there. It's the who will he be when he gets home.
They went to meet a bright defeat, the hero's holocaust.
Love how the dog is just part of the crew now.
Are we now on Guadalcanal?
Get your gear and stand by to stand by.
I was actually kind of wondering if the whole series was going to take place on this one island.
Instead of his right. It slows down.
Yeah, but he didn't.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, you can't dwell on the what ifs.
Milk and sugar?
At least there's that.
Because I heard it was bad. You guys are on the front page of every newspaper in America.
It's got to help them some small bit. Alright, guys. So, just got finished up with episode 2, and that was an intense one. Right from the get-go, these men, they're short on men, short on supplies, short on ammo. Crazy how we won anything being in these situations. But they persevered, and even being forced to eat rations from World War One era and rice with maggots in it, they're still doing their duty. And then the army comes to the island, which not sure where they were during the fight. Maybe I missed that. But they brought a bunch of supplies with them at least. And, you know, it was in good fun for them. Almost seemed like college kids doing like a panty raid type situation. They went and grabbed what they could off of them. And well deserved. They shouldn't have been in that situation, and the army should have given them supplies, but hey, they had fun doing it, and they got some essentials. Then after that small reprieve of, yeah, we get some good stuff, there's an air raid on their island base, and a bunch of people sadly got taken out. Still, that was the easiest part of it, unfortunately, because then they come to find out that they need to hold this airfield while short on everything, and the whole Japanese military is converging on them. But once again, with not a whole lot of hope and a desperate situation, they held the line. Like, the Japanese just kept coming and coming and coming. So much so, it was either they were going to run out of bullets first, or there would just be too many of them for to take out, and they were just overwhelm them. But they held strong. The one sergeant even went to help his buddies and lifted his gun from the barrel after he'd been firing it for so long. Gave himself third-degree burns, but just a little wince and he was on point. But sadly, throughout, a lot of men lost their lives, including the Punisher. Sorry, I refer to him as the Punisher because, yeah, that's what I know most as, that and Shane. But also, his last name is tough for me to pronounce, so yeah, that's who he is. I wasn't sure exactly what took him out. I don't know if it was, a gunshot wound, or maybe he was just too close to an explosion. Something happened though, and yeah, they lost their buddy. But now, some of them at least, not sure if all the Marines left, but yeah, they're on to the next mission destination. And as I'd mentioned, I wasn't sure if this series was going to take place on this one specific island or if they were going to go to other destinations, but yeah, it looks like they are. And even though they made it back on ship, they couldn't eat anything, but were able to get a nice hot cup of coffee and come to find out that, they're being regarded as heroes back home, which they are, but that's got to be some sort of a reprieve for them, knowing that their sacrifices mean something. And, it may be small, but it's something to keep their morale up. And then also, speaking of back home, the kid with the heart murmur uh, doesn't appear to have it anymore. But regardless, he said, I'm enlisting. And his father raised a good point. Yes, he's definitely worried about him getting bodily injury or worse, but also the fact that if he survives it and makes it back home, what part of him will remain? Like, he's seen it over the years, and he just knows he'll never be the same. And he's trying to protect his son's innocence. I get that, but this was a different time. Like, some people were ending things if they weren't able to go off and fight and serve the country. So, yeah, it meant a lot to them. And his father just kind of accepted it and, wish him luck. So, hopefully, he'll be okay and make it, but have to see in the next one. But for today's video, guys, that's going to do it. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you guys soon.